space address. So net ID is 32. So 33 is a first host and 34 is an last host and 35 is an direct broadcast. So 32 and 35 we cannot use. So 33 we can assign to the host. 210.210.210.33. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. No shutdown. It is an DCN, so we can apply the clock rate. Clock space rate 64,000. Exit. Interface serial 0/0/0. IP space address 210.210.210.34. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. No shutdown. To enable that interface, exit. Now we can assign the IP address to local area network 1, 2 and wide area network. Now we can use the routing protocol EIGRP to configure both routers R0 and R1. First of all, we can go to the R0 router. In global mode, we can give router space EIGRP. Then we can give the autonomous system number. The autonomous system number range is 1 to 65,535. So in that range we can give any number. So here I will give 100. So the autonomous system number 100 is common for all the router. Now we can give the direct connector network. So in router 0, the direct connector network is 0 is a net ID and 32 is a net ID. So we can give network space 210.210.210.0 network 210.210.210.32. Next we can give the no auto summary. So no auto summary, for what purpose we can give no auto summary means the router 0 can advertise its direct connector network to router 1 with its subnet mask. If it is not giving no auto summary means it can be root summarization. Exit. Now we can configure the routing protocol into R1 router. So in the global mode we can give router space EIGRP space 100. So autonomous system number is common for all the routers. Next we can give network. Direct connector network for router 1 is 16 is a net ID and 32 is a net ID. So we can give network 210.210.210.16 network 210.210.210.32. No auto summary. Exit. Now we can check whether the routing can be configured successfully or not. So in the privilege mode we can give show space IP space route. Here we can see D. It indicates the EIGRP routing. So router 0 direct connector network is advertised. So the letter D indicates the EIGRP routing. Now we can check into the router 0 also. So in privilege mode show IP space route. Yeah, we can get advertised from the R1 router. Okay. Now we can assign the IP address to local area network 1, 2 and wide area network. Then we can use the routing protocol to configure the router R0 and R1. Okay, now we can configure the standard access control list. In standard access control list we can use only source IP address to block the particular network or particular host. It can be applied to the destination side. Okay, now network 2 can be assigned as an source and network 1 can be assigned as an destination. Okay, in network 2 the PC3 can be blocked to access the network 1. So PC2 and PC4 can access the network 1 but PC3 cannot access to the network 1. So the network 2 can be assigned as a source and network 2 can be assigned as an source and network 1 can be assigned as an destination. Okay, so now we can apply the standard access control list. So in standard access control list it can be applied nearest to the destination side. So this is source and this is destination. So destination means in this router we can configure. So go to the global mode, configure terminal. So now we can create the standard access list. The syntax for creating standard access list is access -list. Here we can give the number. So here we can see 1 to 99, it indicates the standard access list, and 100 to 199, it indicates the extended access list. So now we can configure standard access list. So 1 to 99 we can give the number. So I will give 50. Then deny space, okay, access list, access hyphen list. Then I will give the, it is a standard access list, so we can give the number range 1 to 99. Here I will give 50. Then we can block PC3, so the PC3 can block to access the network 1. So we can give, if it is access means we can use the keyword permit, if it is block means we can use the keyword deny. So PC3 can block the, so PC3 can access to network 1, that can be blocked, so we can use the keyword deny. So I will use deny. Next I will give the PC3 IP address 210.210.210.19. so I will give 210.210.210.19, and I will give the wildcard mask. The wildcard mask is inverse to the subnet mask, so I will give 0.0.0.0. so 0.0.0.0, it indicates if it is this particular IP address can be blocked, remaining IP address can be accessed. Enter. Okay, in access list by default it is an implicit deny. So once we can create access list means we can compulsory we can use access list permit any, otherwise all the network can be blocked. So it is an implicit deny. So I will give access list 50 permit any, so that any indicates all the network can be permit, except that host 210.210.210.19, that can be blocked. Enter. Now access list can be created. Exit. We can check whether the access list can be configured correctly or not. We can check in privilege mode. Show access hyphen list. Here we can see standard IP access list 50. So deny host 210.210.210.19 permit any. Okay. Here we can give access list space 50 space deny 210.210.210.19 space 0.0.0.0. so we can use wildcard mask, otherwise we can give the keyword host and give the particular IP, both are same. So here we can see deny 210.210.210.19 wildcard mask 0.0.0.0. so here we can see host space 210.210.210.19, so both are same. We can use wildcard mask, otherwise we can use host. If it is individual IP we can block or permit means we can use host. Before giving that IP we can use host, then we can give that IP, otherwise we can give IP address and wildcard mask 0.0.0.0. Okay, now standard access list can be configured on the router